These officers expected a routine traffic stop, but what followed was an entirely different story. This is what happens when cops realize they've just caught dangerous street racers. Officers in Forsyth County, Georgia, were on a routine patrol one night in December 2022 when they caught sight of a white BMW weaving recklessly through traffic. What they didn't realize was that they were seconds away from being pulled into one of the wildest pursuits they'd faced that year.
It's a white sports cars on Samples Road going up to Highway 20. He's at a high rate.
The driver, 22-year-old Islam Aslanov, was behind the wheel of a BMW M4 when a deputy tried to pull him over, supposedly just for not dimming his headlights. But instead of slowing down, the car surged forward, jumping to 70 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. The deputy flipped on the lights and sirens, blasting through red lights as the high-speed chase kicked off. Aslanov didn't stop. He floored it toward Buford Highway, pushing the M4 past 100 miles per hour.
Sorry, Sanders Road and Highway 20, taking a ride on the Buford Highway.
Another unit clocked the BMW at 141 miles per hour on Georgia 400, an outrageous speed for any public road. It was clear the M4 had the edge in power, but the officers weren't backing down. Soon, a third police vehicle joined the pursuit.
Looks like he's in the fast lane right now. He just switched to the slow lane. He's in the slow lane right now, coming up to Shiloh Road.
Good spikes.
At one point, the BMW made a hard pull down a straightaway, widening the gap. But as Aslanov tried to make a left turn, an officer attempted a pit maneuver. It didn't fully connect, but it rattled him. Moments later, the BMW slowed unexpectedly. That's when the officers moved in fast and ended the chase with another pit.
Left on Tidwell, left on Tidwell.
Clear left Tidwell.
When asked why he ran, Aslanov told deputies he panicked and freaked out. He's now facing a stack of charges: reckless driving, speeding, failing to dim headlights, and attempting to elude police. His BMW took a beating. His driving record won't recover anytime soon. No one was hurt, but it could have easily gone the other way. And it leaves a big question hanging in the air. Should cars like this be so easy to get your hands on when not everyone's ready for that kind of horsepower? In December 2022, Sergeant Jeff Preston found himself at the center of what would become one of the most serious incidents of his career. Parked near the exit 24 overpass on I-530, he spotted a vehicle speeding across. Behind the wheel was 19-year-old Tyrese Lancaster, driving like he had no intention of stopping for anyone. According to the official incident report, Lancaster blew past exit 24 and continued southbound on I-530, pushing the car to speeds topping 140 miles per hour. At exit 30, he briefly left the highway, only to punch the gas again as he reached the bottom of the ramp, darting across State Highway 104 and right back onto the southbound entrance. He was threading through traffic at breakneck speed. Weaving between cars like the interstate was his own personal drag strip. Dashcam footage shows what happened next.
Right now. 38, top of the ramp, 35.
As Lancaster barreled toward exit 35, the situation spiraled. He tried to take the ramp, but his luck ran out. The Camaro slammed into a guardrail, spun out, and came to rest in the middle of the road. One trooper positioned his cruiser to block part of the roadway. Seconds later, another patrol car came around the curve at high speed and crashed straight into Lancaster's vehicle, sending him rolling out of the wreckage.
I'm wrecked out. I'm wrecked out, Sarge. Took it to, yeah. It's all good, it's all good.
Trooper Pratt's words sound panicked and stunned, like he's trying to process what just happened while also explaining himself in real time. It's a moment of instinct, pressure, and accountability colliding all at once. Even as he moves to help, you can hear the weight of the mistake settling in. Somehow, no one was seriously hurt. Lancaster was treated on site for minor bruises and scrapes before being taken into custody. Inside his car, troopers found a gym bag in the back seat with men's clothes and 4 unopened 12-ounce beers. He's now facing a long list of charges: fleeing in a vehicle with substantial danger of death, speeding, reckless driving, no seatbelt, and underage possession of alcohol. What started as a routine license plate alert quickly escalated into a high-speed pursuit that spanned highways and pushed patrol units to act fast. Olympia police were notified of a stolen vehicle by a license plate reader. Thurston County deputies picked up the chase near Highway 101, but the suspect refused to stop, pushing the car faster as it merged onto Interstate 5.
Picking off 101 southbound. Can you make sure I'm coming for where that we are not hit?
According to Sheriff Derek Sanders, the vehicle reached speeds of up to 130 miles per hour, weaving dangerously through traffic. With the chase growing more hazardous by the minute, deputies began to coordinate a tactical response. Spike strips were prepared ahead, while 2 patrol units equipped with grappler systems moved into position behind the fleeing car.
They all call it the car in for you. Received Ops 4 is going to be on a code 10 for county pursuit on Ops 4.
The grappler is a specialized tool mounted on the front of a patrol car. It deploys a high-strength tether that wraps around a suspect's rear tire, forcing the vehicle to a controlled stop. Dashcam video from the sheriff's office shows the moment a deputy's cruiser closed in.
Good grapple, felony stop.
Good grapple.
At high speed, the grappler was deployed, snagging the tire in seconds. Officers moved in fast, weapons drawn, ordering the driver out of the vehicle. What they discovered next raised even more concern. Not only was the car stolen, but the driver had a long list of serious charges hanging over his head. This case is yet another reminder of what can happen when an inexperienced driver gets behind the wheel of a high-powered car.
Visually clear from here. I'm going to move in. Yep. Driver's side clear. Passenger. Yeah, hit trunk.
High-speed race from Wisconsin to Illinois. On June 28th in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, what began as a routine traffic stop quickly escalated into a high-speed chase stretching beyond state lines and involving multiple agencies, including the Kenosha County Sheriff's Office, Wisconsin State Patrol, Zion Police, Lake County Sheriff's Office in Illinois, and Zion Fire Rescue.
Negative on the sticks.
The officers aimed to end the chase quickly and safely, doing everything they could to limit damage and avoid injuries. As the suspect tore down roads at dangerous speeds, law enforcement coordinated a plan to bring the situation under control. Spike strips were set up and deployed with precision. When the vehicle hit them, one side of the tires blew out instantly, scattering shredded rubber across the pavement. But that still didn't stop him.
Good sticks, southbound from 95th. Right tires. Starting to deflate here. I'm gonna try to get in front, slow down. Box again.
Even with the car wobbling and harder to control, the driver kept going. He swerved wildly, struggling to stay on the road, yet showed no signs of giving up. The torn tires sparked against the asphalt as the vehicle dragged forward, barely holding together. It became clear that he wasn't just trying to get away. He was willing to push his luck far past the point of reason. The car was falling apart, but he kept going, forcing officers to brace for whatever came next. He's only digging himself deeper despite trying to race against the cops. The chase is effectively over. At one point, he even slams into multiple squad cars, making the situation far worse than it already was.
Contact.
By the time he finally steps out of the car, it's clear the officers aren't taking any more chances. After putting lives at risk, leading them on a reckless chase, and crashing into multiple squad cars, their patience has completely run out. The moment he exits the vehicle, he's immediately taken to the ground and restrained without hesitation.
Coming back, keep coming back. Drop to your knees. Drop. If you move, you will get back.
The driver was arrested and now faces a stack of charges, including felony, fleeing and eluding, 5 counts of first-degree reckless endangerment, hit and run, possession of cocaine, drug paraphernalia, and several traffic citations. On the evening of May 7, 2025, a Washington State Patrol trooper attempted a routine traffic stop on westbound Interstate 90 near Preston. The reason? A Honda Civic had merged improperly. But instead of pulling over, the driver, identified as 21-year-old Victor A. Hernandez Paredes, hit the gas.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car right now!
Right, 59. 68 out from front.
What should have been a brief stop quickly turned into a high-speed pursuit. Victor weaved through traffic, ignored commands, and even dodged a pit maneuver. At one point, he veered into oncoming lanes, driving the wrong way at dangerous speeds.
Should be behind wheel. Driver with a red light ticket to his head.
There's two vehicles now, and this is a Infiniti right in front of me trying to revert from this.
Moments into the chase, a silver Infiniti suddenly entered the scene. Behind the wheel was Victor's younger brother, 18-year-old Daniel O. Hernandez Paredes. He actively interfered, inserting his car between the troopers and Victor's vehicle, slowing officers down and complicating the pursuit.
Out the window that he has a kid and he's losing control. We're on the off ramp. He's lost control, faced the wrong way.
As troopers tightened their pursuit, the Civic began to show signs of wear. The pressure, the speed, and the reckless maneuvering took a toll. Midway through the chase, one of the tires burst, shredding rubber and throwing sparks as Victor tried to keep control. But it was too late. The car spun out of control and finally crashed. When officers surrounded the vehicle and approached with weapons drawn, they found more than just the driver. In the front seat sat a woman, clearly shaken, and next to her, an unrestrained child. Both had been sitting inches from the dashboard as the car tore down highways at over 100 miles per hour. Miraculously, no one was hurt, not a scratch. But the fact that they made it out unharmed was pure luck. He had gambled with 3 lives, including that of a child, and nearly lost. This wasn't just reckless driving. This was endangerment, plain and simple. Whatever his reason for fleeing, it's hard to imagine it justifying what could have been a fatal decision. But after his brother's crash, Daniel sped off westbound on Interstate 90. Transportation cameras later caught his vehicle in Bellevue, and troopers quickly re-engaged the pursuit. With air support from the Guardian 1 helicopter and ground assistance from Seattle police, Daniel was eventually tracked down and arrested in Seattle.
Got the driver door open. Looks like passenger door open as well. Hands are up.
Now, both brothers are facing serious felony charges, including eluding police, obstruction, and reckless endangerment. Authorities continue to investigate what appears to be a coordinated effort between the two, a reckless move that could have easily ended in tragedy. On a quiet stretch of I-96 near Latson Road, Livingston County deputies spotted a vehicle matching the description of a stolen BMW X5. The driver was heading eastbound, and when officers tried to pull the vehicle over, the car refused to stop.
Going open the yard, 6043.
The BMW picked up speed fast, pushing past 120 miles per hour. The driver wove recklessly through traffic, slamming into anything that came across his path. It was obvious this driver was chasing the rush, treating the roads like his personal racetrack and turning the entire pursuit into a reckless joyride.
About 3 clear down, this is called 6049.
Fred Frisch. He just rear-ended the vehicle. Black edge.
He keeps crashing into other cars, and along the way, 2 firearms were tossed out of the moving SUV, one of them clearly captured on video as it hit the pavement and spun across the interstate. The pursuit left the highway and spilled into city streets. The BMW raced through intersections, ignoring signals and cutting across lanes. It all came to a violent stop near Jolly Road and Cedar Street when the SUV ran a red light and crashed head-on into another car. The force of the impact finally brought the vehicle to a halt. The car hadn't even begun stopping when 5 people jumped out of the vehicle.
Head on with another vehicle, Jolly.
1 white male, 3 black.
The driver, a 19-year-old man from Lansing, was immediately arrested and now faces multiple criminal charges. The 4 passengers, all between the ages of 15 and 18, were also taken into custody. The youngest was sent to a juvenile facility due to an outstanding warrant, and the 18-year-old was jailed for violating bond conditions in a separate case. Despite the chaos, no serious injuries were reported, but the incident isn't fully closed. As the chase ended, 2 additional suspects fled on foot, vanishing into nearby streets. Police are still working to track them down.